But I always said, Jen, if everyone just tipped a quarter, like we'd all be A-okay. Like if everyone just did a small part, it's not necessarily tipping like $3 or $4, whatever that looks like, if just a small part, then those people will be taken care of.
I have one more comment.
That's fine.
We've heard us talk about this before. If you watch the show a lot, you've heard our conversation before. I would like to hear from some people who are in the jobs now where tips aren't usually expected, but they have become. Do they get upset at the customer when they don't tip? I honestly kind of just want to know, like, how they feel on the other end of it.
Jen, I've seen some, I'm sure you've seen them too, like videos about services that they drop off. Now that is a full delivery service, like at your house, Uber Eats, whatever, and those people will like take the groceries back if you don't leave a tip. Lots of people have different emotions, and hopefully everyone's just kind about it.
Well, I quit a job in college because of it.
Really?
I worked in an ice cream shop, and we had the iPad tipping to where when you tell them to pay, they can automatically do it. And it was great because at the end of the night, I was getting $6.25 an hour, but I was getting tips. So I was walking away with $80 at the end of the night for ice cream shop. And then they got rid of it because the manager had to be there. So they're like, no, we're just going to do cash tips only. And I was barely making $7.25 an hour with it. I was just barely getting there, and I was like, no, this isn't worth it anymore.
Yeah.
So I ended up quitting that one just because it wasn't worth it to me. But recently I went to a grocery store-esque kind of place, and I was asked to tip on the groceries.
What?
Yeah.
See, that's...
Yeah.
Is that local?
It wasn't local. It was not local.
local?
It was more, it was near Nashville.
Yeah.
And so that's where it was. But I was asked to tip at the end of the groceries.
I don't know.
No.
Ooh, I need to tip myself if I'm doing self-checkout. I'll give myself a tip.
Give yourself a tip. That's exactly right. But not for me. But as we do talk more about your forecast, also not for me is going to be what we're experiencing heading into today. It's not the prettiest look out there. We're really just starting to see some of those gray, gloomy skies, increased showers just closer towards the Mississippi River. And as we make our way into the rest of today, we're going to be experiencing the potential for more of those stronger storms. Our timing, especially coming into the overnight hours. Now we really start to see some of that cloud cover on the rise as we get closer heading into this late morning. But a live view outside right now from our Battleship Memorial Park. Still some breezy winds out of the south. Luckily the visibility starting to look a lot better over downtown Mobile. But it's gray, it's gloomy, and it is muggy. Dew points resting in the upper 60s. Temperatures in the mid 70s. It's not feeling the best out there. Here's a look at the visibility. Slowly beginning to see improvements, especially closer towards Gulf Shores and Pensacola. Mobile right now at about 7 miles for that visibility. But here was what I was talking about with that severe outlook heading into today. Areas further up towards the north, especially closer towards Cincinnati, northern Kentucky, and that 4 out of 5 risk zone for strong to severe storms. We're talking about the potential for long track tornadoes. So we'll be staying updated with their forecast as we make our way closer into today. But here locally in the Fox 10 viewing area, we're getting the tail end of the system. So it's really beginning to break apart by the time it gets closer towards us. More of that daytime heating will be lost with an overnight event, and so we're tracking is going to be that 2 out of 5 or so less chances to see some of these strong to severe storms. And we're mainly looking at some heavy downpours, some gusty winds, some hail, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. Coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to be talking more about your forecast, running through some of the timing with this in your Futurecast and your full 7-day outlook. All of that's coming up soon. Chelsea, Joe.